Good evening, one and all. Happy Family Day if you're in Canada. This is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey. That's my call sign, VA3IMW. My name is Mac, Mike Alpha Charlie. We're situated here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. It's approaching the 7 o'clock hour. It is February 16th, 2026. And we'll be monitoring the VA3ZOE repeater for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net with our host tonight, VA3CJZ. That's Chuck from the lower city. We're just going to stand by for 7 o'clock to roll around, and Chuck will pick it up. Stand by.
We are live and on the air. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, opening the Monday night accidental net, or as some like to call it, the oopsie net, on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club for Monday, February 16th, 2026. I'd like to thank Terry for the use of the VE3ZOE repeater here on 443.075 with a positive offset. And let's see, who else would I like to thank? Oh, thank you, Mac, for that wonderful intro on YouTube. For those just joining us, just type in VA3IMW into the YouTube search and click on the live button under Mac's channel, and you can follow along there. And so, so let's start off then with any time-sensitive, one-and-done, portable or mobile stations who would like to check in.
Time-sensitive, VA3NFL.
VA3NFL, time-sensitive, Monsieur Al. Bonsoir, Al. Comment allez-vous?
Bonsoir, Mr. Chuck. I gotta go to the fridge. I'll be back, but I will be listening. I shouldn't have jumped in there, man. What the hell?
All right, go grab a snack in the fridge. Thank you for checking in, Al. Much appreciated. Any other time-sensitive, one-and-done, or portable stations, please come now. Okay, let's open it wide open. This is Chuck in Hamilton for the Monday night accidental net. Of course, this net was started by myself on a Monday night. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we were streaming this net every night, 7 days a week. And after the pandemic was winding down, we started to also wind down the schedule for the week. And so I think it was down to 4 nights a week. And then one Monday night, I'm just sitting here and 7 o'clock rolls around and I don't hear a net controller. And to me, it's like, hey, we should be having a net. So I figured, well, I'll help out and I'll start the net off, only to find out later that we don't have a Monday night net, but we do now. All right, anyone who wants to check in, please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey. Happy Family Day, Chuck.
Oh, and happy Family Day to you there, Mac. Well, I haven't been alone all day, but since about 2 o'clock this afternoon, the missus had to go in and make that extra money. Seems like when you do such a good job, they love to work you on the busy days.
Yeah, and sometimes that's not such a bad thing. And she can supplement time off where things are not going to be as busy, and perhaps things will be slower in the restaurant. Anyways, just a little bit of out and about this afternoon. I had to pop out of town to get gas. 98 cents a liter. That was definitely positive. It's nice to see the liters moving faster than the dollar signs. And then came home and Did a quick rear brake job on the truck, and then started to work a few parks. So fun and games, and a little bit of productivity. So all in all, I would say this 3-day weekend has been thumbs up for me. Just a quick mention: we're all holding tight for our friend Steve VA3NFG, with his family, his sister in the hospital in the general, and um, his mother recovering from her fall. So, wishing all the best. I did mention to him that the ham radio community is pulling for him and his family, so he's going to pass on our best greetings to. He's out there visiting both of them this afternoon or this evening. Anyways, certainly appreciate you doing this one, Chuck. And yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday, back to the regular grind. And we're not going to forget to check in with Marty once this net wraps up. And I'm sure you'll mention Rick's net on 40 meters later on. Anyways, I'll turn it back to you before something gets timed out.
Oh, it's been a while. You've been so good, Mac. And let's see now. Yes, while I was getting ready for the net here, I overheard Steve key up and talk to you. And so I've added him to the logbook, although I wasn't able to actually talk to him. But anyways, he's in the log, and he's in my thoughts and prayers, and I hope everyone else too. Yeah. And as far as good for the gas price, I guess. I don't normally gas up, but I've been hearing some Americans even talking about the price dropping down there overnight or last couple of days. And so whoever's pushing the buttons, saying, okay, let's take it down, let's keep the people happy. Oh, they're happy? Oh, let's jack it up. So anyways, maybe it's a family day gift, a 1-day deal. You never know. Hopefully tomorrow the weather will be a little bit warmer than today, although it wasn't too bad. I want to go out to the backyard, make my way through all that snow, and get to the one leg, my southern leg of my G5 RV. I need to reposition it, and hopefully I can maneuver and get to move it. I think that's about it. Mac, back to you for your final.
Yes, right. Make sure you set your feet firmly, because you just never know what's underneath that top layer of snow. So be careful. Also, recognizing some other activity on the chat. Guy from Ottawa has checked in. Hello, Guy. And let's see. Kilo Romeo 4 Juliet Golf Delta also checking in. And if I'm not mistaken, he's either Wisconsin or somewhere close to that. And there's Albert. Not sure whether he's still in town. He said he was going to be leaving tomorrow morning, so trust he's been enjoying the weekend at home. A nice long 3-day weekend. And okay, Benson, North Carolina. That's where Kilo Romeo 4 Juliet Golf Delta is from. And Albert's not leaving until the morning. Anyways, safety first tomorrow there, Chuck. And yes, we're looking forward to warm temperatures today. But more winter-like weather is forecast later in the week. So don't put your shovels away just yet. Anyways, I'll be following along for the duration here, obviously. And then we'll pop over to give Marty a quick greeting before we end the stream.
Absolutely. Okay, Mac, thank you. And so that clears my list. Let's see who else would like to check in on the Monday night net. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3CJZ.
Victor Echo 3, Lima, Bravo, India.
Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango.
All right, two more there. LBI and Bravo Tango. Let's bring in Larry, VE3LBI.
Good evening, Chuck. Everybody on the net tonight. Not a pleasant night last night. We had the grandson's birthday party a little early because it's midweek, so a little tough to do it. But anyways, we had that last night, so it was a little bit of fun. A little bit of running around this morning. Obviously, not too much. Was over to Dave's for a bit. Dropped off some stuff there and had to pick up something from him. Other than that, a little radio this afternoon, and that's about the day, really. Not too exciting.
Yeah. Well, you know, it can't always be a big active day, and so sometimes it's nice to just take it easy. I'm all about taking it easy, and yeah, very good then, Larry. So I only got one park today, and then I spent about an hour trying to get this guy in the Seychelles. And geez, I couldn't punch through for the life of me. I was getting close, but man, he was getting piled up, and he had to, separate. Oh, I'm looking for North America only, and he was in the on an island in the Seychelles, off of the Indian Ocean. So that would have been a nice feather in my cap. I think it's 8,900 miles away.
Yeah, sometimes these fellows are a little rough to get, especially the ones that only listen to the first calls that get through. And obviously, though, with those, they're going to be the stronger ones. I've noted some of them now are what they're doing, especially on the POTA. They'll take a list. Spread it out, guys, and we'll make a list, and then we'll go through the list. So he'll either pick up a partial call or if he can't, pick up a full call. So, but you get something like that out there and everybody jumping on it, like I say, it's going to be the guys with the big power. They're going to get through before you are.
Yeah, you know, I noticed some of the POTA operators do that. They ask you to spread it out, and they take a bunch of them. And you know who else is good with that is Jeff on 7.255 e-cars. He does the net controller every once in a while. He also streams it online. But that guy is really good at picking up a bunch of call signs. So I like that. And you're right, you know, because some of the guys that just pick up the first calls they hear, I mean, I'm just unkeying and the guy is already responding to another call that he heard. And basically, I give my call as soon as he said, QRZ. And so that shows you how fast some of these guys are.
Oh, for sure, yes. I like it when sometimes the other, again, with the POTA people, they'll go, we have anybody in, Canada or overseas, any QRP, any park to park, so kind of spreads it out enough anyways. All right, that's it, Chuck. I'll pass it back to you. Thanks for doing it. VE3LBI.
Okay, very good, Larry. I'd also like to say hello to Kilo Romeo 4, Juliet Golf Delta from North Carolina, Benson. All right, very good then. And Matt has just joined us, VE3 Sierra Mike November. Good evening, Matt. And so let's go over to Albert, VA3 Bravo Tango. Albert, did you enjoy your vacation?
Good evening, Chuck, and everyone on that. Yeah, no, it was a nice restful weekend here, extra long weekend. So yeah, so I decided to leave in the AM instead of leaving this evening. But if you look at the forecast for Barrie, oh my God, Wednesday's looking pretty bad, like 20 centimeters, 100%. And then Friday's calling for another 10 centimeters, 80%. So it's, looks like a big dumping coming this week. But it is Barrie. It is what it is. But yeah, no, it was a relaxing weekend. Actually spent a lot of time over at my mom's place there. Had to set up some cameras at her place. Got all that out of the way. Had a nice home cooked meal there. Missed that. It was good. And yeah, other than that, not a whole lot on my end. Didn't do very much radio today. Maybe early this morning I poked around in there, but then I lost interest real quick. But yeah, that's pretty much it on my end here. We'll hand it back over to you there, Chuck VA3BT.
Oh, very good, Albert. So the nice, comfortable temperature vacation that you enjoyed is about to come crashing down on Wednesday. Apparently, 100%. You're saying. Okay. Yeah. Well, it is in the snow belt, and other places too. I think what is it, Kitchener? You guys, and then down through the Ottawa, Montreal Valley there, Gatineau. I think it's still called Gatineau, right? Oh, they just got rid of Hull. Yeah. Well, I remember going to visit in Ottawa there, and as soon as you cross the river, there used to be a city called Hull, and now it's gone. It's called Gatineau. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's different. Anyways, Albert, nice to hear you in there, my friend. You have a safe drive back to work early in the morning. A lot of wild stuff happens on the road, so be safe, my friend, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Yeah, I'll be listening along here the rest of remaining net. Maybe I'll check in the Marty's net there. All right, we'll let you pick up a few more there, VA3BT.
Yeah, okay, very good, Albert. You know, if I had my camera and I was streaming, well, I do have the camera, but I'm not streaming. You can see I've got both. I've got the NCF 2-meter repeater on the left side of my screen, and I've got the ZOE on the right side of my screen, so I can see if the the other repeater is active. Anyways, thanks, Albert. Appreciate it. This antenna does not like this frequency. I'm getting a 1.6 SWR here, but anyways. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night accidental net. This is VA3CJZ.
VA3NCA. Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt. VA3NCA Portable Mobile. VE3 Victor Oscar Lima Warren.
Okay, I got 4 of you there. I've got November Charlie Alpha, India Uniform Kilowatt, November Fox Golf Trot, November Fox Golf Portable, which I'll take first, and then we have Warren, VE3 Victor Oscar Lima. Let's bring in the portable, VA3NFG. Steve, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck. It's you all on net. Gonna drop for a sec. Gotta make the left-hand turn. All right, we're all good to go. I had the advanced arrow and it was still green, so I had to take the opportunity. What's going on here? Just finished seeing my sister down to General, and now I'm on my way to the Henderson, better known as Juravinsky Hospital, to see my mom. And that's about all I'm doing at the moment there, Chuck. I'm just listening along and got an opportunity to check in between here, so I'm making my check-in.
All right, very good, Steve. I think you're going to need a parking pass for the 2 hospitals there. Could get quite pricey parking there. I know we always try and avoid it if we can, right? But I mean, if you can't, you can't. So, but anyway, Steve, I already added you to the log earlier as I was getting ready for the net. I overheard you speaking with Mac there, and so, how is your sister doing?
She seems very tired. She's not too great at speaking yet. She's just on a yes and no kind of answers there. I thought she might have had a marker board or a chalkboard to to write things down, but I didn't stay that long. My brother-in-law was there, and he was about to leave and head back home. So, and my sister looked like she was ready to fall asleep. So, we both left quietly, and time will tell. When she got to the hospital the other day, yesterday morning, I believe, she wasn't able to move her arm or her right leg. Like her right arm, her entire right side was kind of, paralyzed. But today she's able to lift the drinking cup and drink from the straw. So she's getting better with every day. Thanks for asking.
Okay, Steve, I understand that it does take time to regain motor functions. Some people don't. It takes a very, very long time. Others, not so much. But yeah, I'm sure everything is a struggle right now, and rest is probably the best. So thanks for filling me in, and the rest of the people listening, Steve. And thanks for checking in. Give your mom a hug and a kiss for us.
Yes, sir. Absolutely will do. Thanks again, and thanks for doing the net there, Chuck. Where would we be there without you? We'd be taking it over for who wants to do the net. But thanks for stepping up, and we'll keep you in contact here and let you know what's going on. Thanks again, VA3CJZ, VA3NFG portable mobile will be clear for now.
Okay, Steve, got it all. A little noisy into the repeater, but that's okay. Well, let's bring in someone we don't normally hear during the week here, except on Wednesdays, is Victor Alpha 3, November Charlie Alpha. Wade, come on in.
VA3CJZ, VA3NCA. Good evening, Chuck, and good evening, everybody on net. Yeah, I don't usually make the Monday, but this being family day and with the day off, my schedule was different than it normally is. And my daughter's up there making dinner right now, so we're going to have a late dinner when she's done. So I had some time, so I keyed up the radio knowing that the net was on. So good evening to you and to everybody else on net and to all of our DX guests on the YouTube channel. And Steve, good luck there. We're thinking about your family, your mother and your sister, I guess, there. So hopefully everybody is on the mend. We're thinking about you. Other than that, I haven't really done much today, Chuck. So I did stop by and see Bill. Dropped off his QRM eliminator kit that I built up for him. But in the end, silly me, I left the power adapter on my workbench. So unfortunately, I didn't deliver enough of it for him to actually get use out of it. But I'll remedy that shortly. Other than that, not much else going on. I'll send it back to you there, Chuck. Thanks for doing the net.
Okay there, Wade. Happy Family Day to you and everyone listening. I didn't mention it at the beginning, but Mac did. And so, yeah, good for you. Taking it easy seems to be the consensus for this evening, as far as I can tell. Last day of rest and relaxation, and back to the grind tomorrow. Thanks for checking in, Wade. Do appreciate it. Looks like you'll be making another trip over to Bill's.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
Yep. I was going to wait until whether you were going to mention it or not. Wade's audio is really strange tonight. It's like 2 inches wide. I'm wondering if perhaps he's bumped some setting on his radio and gone to narrow, or maybe he's running a different microphone, but doesn't sound like himself.
I thought he was coming down with a cold or a sore throat or something. What do you say, Wade?
Well, if little bit of both. My voice is a little bit more raspy than usual, but I'm also using a different headset, and so I have probably some adjustments to make on it before the audio gets back to something that's good. I am running it with a windsock on. Let me just do something here. Okay. Is there any difference now from the start of this transmission? Back to you.
That's better.
No, you're missing all the lows you got with the stock ICOM microphone.
So if I was to boost some of the bass in the settings, that might accommodate. Is that right?
Yeah, we can do a test at your leisure, but obviously this mic has different characteristics than the ICOM microphone.
Yeah, let's see here. Let me. Oh, 1 second. Hold on. How about now? Is this anything different with the lows?
Marginal increase, not a whole bunch.
Okay, how about now? I just made a couple of adjustments, and I don't have to take up net time with this. I can work on this over the upcoming week. But this was the relatively inexpensive headset that KB9 VBR out from Wisconsin mentioned in one of his videos, and it came on sale, so I thought I'd snap it up and get to a point where I'm running with hands-free. So anyways, just a bit of an experiment that I'm doing. Okay, and on this next return, there's the final adjustment that I'll make for this round before getting it back to you there. Chuck, how does it sound?
Comment.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Wade, you're back to how it sounded last night when we talked.
Okay, so it sounds like maybe the windsock is not as good idea as it seemed like it should have been. Without it, are there any plosives that I need to be worried about?
Not that I can tell. You're sounding like you did last night.
Okay, I'll run with it this way. Thanks for indulging me in a little bit of audio working on, and I'll run with it for a bit and see how it goes. Thanks, everybody, and thanks, Chuck, for picking me up.
Yeah, very good, Wade. Yeah, you got a very crisp audio, which would be great for DX, but locally people tend to appreciate more bassy, more lows in the audio. You know what a cheap headset is that is rated pretty good is the KOSS, KOSS headset. You should check them out. I think they're only about $42, and I've heard good reviews from it, so something to think about. But in any case, Wade, thank you so much for your check-in. Let's move on down the list here, and I believe Warren is, Bill is next. VA3IMW. Bill, come on in.
Quick comment?
Go ahead.
Funny you should say that there, Chuck, but this is the KOSS. It's the one that made the minor rounds on the YouTube channels for a good budget priced headset. So there's two of them. There's the KOSS SB45, which is for rigs that use a condenser mic, and then there is the KOSS 40, which is for rigs that use the dynamic mic. So they work out pretty well, and they were pretty inexpensive. Anyways, thanks for picking me up, and I will send it back to you and let you get Bill there. Thanks again. VA3NC, back to Night Control.
Oh, that is funny. Okay, let's bring in Bill.
Yeah, very good. Wade, as I say, you're back to where you were last night. You could use a little more low end in there, but as far as the audio goes, it's clean and crisp. Okay, not too much to report from here today. Was able to get on the air a bit this afternoon. I've sort of been working in between the problems with my noise level today, but we picked up 50 new parts. The noise level is raging away right now. Maybe it'll quiet down later, but nevertheless, 50 new parts, and I don't think conditions were as good as they were yesterday. A lot of stations I usually hear out of Florida and Texas not very weak, so hopefully conditions will improve. And thinking about VA3NFG there, Steve and his family, and keep you in my thoughts and prayers. And yeah, hospital parking, that's real bane and a real thorn in my side. I just look at it this way. It's a great way to line the pockets of the CEO of the hospital. But anyway, I won't get started on that, Chuck. So we'll be listening along, and thanks for doing the net.
Okay, very good, Bill. Yeah, I wasn't having much luck. Well, after I spent an hour trying to get seashells there on, I think it was on 40, I just decided I was going to take a break from hunting, and I started streaming the nickel belt net, which starts at 1:30 in the afternoon until 5. But I didn't start streaming till around 10 to 2, and shut it down a little around 3:30. So the band wasn't bad on that frequency on 7.250. But it had its moments where it was dipping down. The signals were going into the noise floor, and so it was a little rough for a bit. But then it picked back up. I was picking up guys in Connecticut like they were next door, so it was pretty good. Anyways, Bill, thanks for checking in. Anything else?
No, not that I can think of, Chuck. Just thanks a lot for doing it, and we'll be listening along.
Okay, very good, Bill. Thank you for your check-in. Just want to remind everyone at 8 o'clock, Rick, VE3 Bravo Kilowatt, will be net control for the 8 o'clock Monday night HF net for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club on the frequency of 7.100 at 8 o'clock tonight. I will be streaming that net on YouTube. Just put in my call sign, VA3CJZ, and click on the live button. You can find us there. So without further ado, thanks for waiting, Warren. Sorry about the delay. VE3 Victor Oscar Lima. We might have kept Warren waiting a little too long. Sorry about that. Apologize. VE3 Victor Oscar Lima. Warren, are you there? All right, well, let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday Night Net. Please come now.
VE3, every kind of junk.
Victor Echo 3 Sierra Mike November.
VA3IMW. All right, we got GNP, EKJ, Sierra Mike November, Mike Hotel Victor. Anyone else? All right, let's bring in Garnett, VE3GNP.
Good evening, Chuck. Numbers on net. Just going up for coffee and checking on the net, Chuck.
Oh, very good. So you're mobile right now then?
Right on with the VE3TV.
Roger, VE3DV. Dave. Good evening, Dave. Good evening, Garnett. Have a good time at coffee and say hi to the gang for me, please.
Will do, Chuck. 7-3. Enjoy the net, and thanks for doing it. Have a great evening. VE3DV with VE3GNP.
All right. Remember not to flick that lighter in the car with the oxygen going. All right. Let's bring in VE3EKJ.
Good evening, Chuck. Nothing new to report. I'm actually on time for the net tonight. Wednesday nights, I'm normally talking. Oh, no, this is Monday. What am I thinking? When you're retired, every day just keeps sliding by, and you don't pay too much attention if it's a weekend or a holiday. It's great. Not that I'm trying to rub it into the people who aren't retired there, Chuck.
It's funny you say that, Bill. On Saturday, Bill IUK was doing the net, and he asked me, he goes, give a plug for your net. And so I thought that the following day would have been Monday. So I basically robbed myself of Sunday, and Bill had to correct me there. It's not tomorrow, the day after. So I hear where you're coming from there, Bill.
Yeah, no crawling out of bed in the morning, heading off to the salt mine. Right now, as we talk, I'm taking apart the connector of an ICOM desk mic. It's an older SM8, which I picked up from an outfit in Japan. And it was a little distressing. It was advertised as working, secondhand but working. And it's to mate with my IC735 used old rig that I picked up a month or so ago. But I plugged it in, and down and up buttons work, and the push to top works, but the modulation is just not happening. So I suspect it may be a wiring problem. I'm not 100% sure. I hope I don't have to start chasing bad transistors in the preamp. But anyhow, there's always one thing after another, because I start to take apart the connector, and it has an extremely tiny little Phillips head screw in it, and I just don't seem to have a screwdriver that tiny, so I may have to put it aside for a day or two till I can pick something up, but that's all right. I always can use an excuse to procrastinate.
Comment?
Go ahead, comment.
Yeah, Bill talked to me after. I have some of those small jeweler's screwdrivers with the small Phillips heads.
Oh, thanks, Bill. I'll be around.
Roger. Thanks, Chuck.
Yep, no problem there, Bill and Bill. Too bad nobody's called Ted. All right, very good, Bill. Well, there you go. Now you're going to get the right tool for the job. Those things are a little too small for me to be. My hands are not steady enough for that small kind of work. In the you're talking about the plug end of the microphone.
Yep, comes from the mic and then plugs into the IC735.
Yeah, see, I I gave up trying to work on those things after many failed attempts. I eventually get it going to get it done, but it doesn't look pretty. So, anyways, thanks for checking in, Bill. I'm gonna move on here if you don't mind. I've got two more waiting in the wings, and so what else you got for us?
Nothing really, but what can I say? It's another day of being retired, so back to net.
All right, living the dream. Thanks for your check-in, and we'll clear with VA3EKJ, and let's bring in VA3 Sierra Mike November. Matt.
Thanks, Chuck. Good evening, everyone on the net and on the stream. I just wanted to come in and say hello to everyone. And it's raining. For those of you who washed your cars, at least you got the salt off. Back to you, Chuck. Just a quick in and out tonight for your net. VA3SMN.
Oh, that's funny you say that. Was it today? Oh, it was yesterday. Yesterday the wife did that. Said, oh, I got to go wash all that salt off the car. So when you can, and it's not extremely cold, because good things don't happen when it's super cold. Like your doors freeze shut and you can't either get into the car or you can't get out. Or yeah, it's better to do it when it's closer to above freezing. Just from experience, we've gone through that before.
Yeah, you got that right. And nothing wrong with getting the salt off, even if it is raining. Done that myself, just to kind of help it along. It works and it helps.
Yep. And another undercoating doesn't hurt either. Okay, Matt. Well, thank you so much for your check-in. It was nice of you to follow along on my live stream today for the Nickel Belt net. And so at 8 o'clock, I'll be streaming Rick's net. So thanks again, Matt. Anything else?
That's all for me, Chuck. I appreciate all the streaming you do, and I'm happy to follow along. It's very enjoyable. So that's all for tonight. 7-3 to everyone, and back to you, Chuck. Have a good one.
Okay, so we'll clear with VE3 Sierra Mike November, and let's bring in Victor Alpha 3 Mike Hotel Victor. Mark, come on in.
VA3CJZ, VA3IMW. Good evening, Chuck, and everyone on the net and the stream. I trust everyone had an enjoyable family day weekend. Nice to be home and maybe spend time with family if they're in the area. I was in on the weekend, but I did enjoy today, Chuck. It was nice to have the day to catch up around the homestead and just relax. I did do a little radio. Conditions not great, like the guys have been saying. I got 3 parts on 20, and that was about all I had time to do. I hear from listening along, everyone's aware of Steve's situation. Nice to hear the support from the group. We're all pulling for Steve and his family, of course, and it sounds like his sister's made significant recovery in 48 hours. That's good news indeed, so glad to hear that. Anyway, Chuck, I've just been listening along, enjoying the net. Thank you for doing it, my friend. That's about all I have. I'll send it back to you, VA3MHB.
Yeah, Mark, hearing the news about his sister there kind of makes me a little nervous, being that I was told by my family doctor years ago when I was diagnosed with diabetes that I would more likely have a stroke at one point myself. So I'm hoping that I'm the exception, but it really brings it home when they start saying you better be getting serious about your health situation, or else you don't get a do-over. Anyway, yeah, you're right, Mark. We are all pulling for Steve's family, and boy, he's been a busy guy lately. So good for him. My hat's off to Steve. Thanks, Mark. Anything else?
No, that's about all I have tonight, Chuck. Yeah, the clock's ticking on all of us, so all you can do is do all the preventative measures you can and try and take care of yourself. And, considering your individual conditions, just live a clean life. I should talk, still puffing away on a vape, but anyway, at least I'm not smoking tobacco. Did you see Robert Duvall died today? He was a ripe old 95, so he did pretty good. So if I live to be that long, Chuck, I will be somewhat satisfied, I'm thinking. Anyway, Chuck, thank you for doing it. I'll be listening along for the duration. VA3MHB.
Oh, no, I didn't hear that, Mark, but I'm not surprised. Him and Gene Hackman were pretty much around the same age. They were making movies around the same time together, so yeah, he lived a good full life and out of the public's attention now and relaxing in his senior and golden years, as they like to call it now. So thanks again for your check-in, Mark, and enjoy the rest of the evening. With that, that clears my list. Let's see if there's anyone else out there wishing to check into the Monday Night Net. This is VA3CJZ. will be the last call for any check-ins for the Monday night net. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo Mike, Quebec.
Victor Echo 3, Kilo Mike, Quebec. Mike, come on in. A little rough into the repeater, but I can pull you in.
Yeah, VA3CJZ, VE3KMQ. Good evening, Chuck. Yeah, I'm just on a handheld tonight, so that's the reason for the rough copy. Hope you can hear me okay, but just a check-in. And yeah, I think we were talking, I guess, caught the tail end of it, I think we were talking about Robert Duvall, who passed away. That was a real shame. He's a fine actor, a real good actor. And in fact, I just watched 2 or 3 of his movies online a few days ago.
Houston, do we have a problem? I wonder if Mike's battery died on him or shifted out of place or something.
No, I'm still here. I'm not sure what happened, Chuck. You still copy now?
Yeah. Maybe you've got a very short timeout set on that thing.
It could be. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is, Chuck. Anyway, I won't hold it. Thanks for picking me up, and we'll look for you next time. VE3KMQ.
All right, very good, Mike from North Burlington, VE3 Kilo Mike, Quebec. Thanks for your check-in, my friend. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and happy Family Day. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu, looking for any last call check-ins for the Monday Night Net on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. All right, that brings the total to 15 check-ins, including the ones on YouTube. Thanks, everyone, for checking in, and have a great rest of the evening. I will be starting a stream at 8 p.m. On 7.100. Just type in my call, VA3CJZ, in the YouTube search. Click on the live button, and you'll find it right there. Thanks, everyone. Have a great rest of the evening, and we'll catch you next time. So long for now.
That brings the Lake Ontario Radio Club net to a close, but since it is Monday night, we get a little extra content. We're going to flip over to the NCF repeater and follow along with the tail end of the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club net.
Michael Varama, QTH, Hyderabad in South India. I think you got it okay. VA3 Mike Yankee, back to you.
Okay, I got AMAR, I think, but could I have your name spelled again, please? Could I have your name spelled again? Over.
Radio Alpha Mike Alpha Rama. Radio Alpha Mike Alpha Rama. Yourself?
All right, I've got it now. Rammer, thank you very much. I think I've missed you in previous nets when you tried to check in, but I'm glad we were able to make a connection this evening, Rammer. Thank you for the check-in, and always good to hear one of Carol's friends from India, and nice to have contact on Tuesday morning. Very good. It's starting to warm up here. We're delighted that the weather has warmed up a little bit. I don't know how much longer this will hold, but we still have a good coating of snow, and we hope that disappears soon. Anyway, good to hear from you, Victor Uniform 2, Mike Yankee Lima. Thanks for the call, and thanks for listening on the net, Rammer. This is VE3QEE, and we'll be clear with you. Right, we're listening for any further check-ins on the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday Check-In Net. Please call now.
Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey.
Charlie Juliet Zulu.
I think two of you checked in there. Chuck, I'll take you first. VA3CJZ, good evening.
Hey, good evening, Marty. Looks like I beat out Mac. VA3CJZ. Good evening, everyone. Happy Family Day to everyone. And a pretty relaxing day today. Got to spend some time with my wife until about 2 p.m. And she had to go into work. But the good news is it's time and a half, so we can all use that extra money. A little bit of radio work here and there. Really enjoying my new SDR transceiver radio, the Yaesu FTX1 Optima. Man, it's a lot of fun.
Well, it's really nice to watch your signal as well as hearing it. I know you would appreciate that with your with all your activity on YouTube. You actually see the signal. You can see where the signals are, and you can tell what they are watching that waterfall. So I bet you're enjoying that, and we're enjoying the good signal from you there, Chuck. Over.
Oh, very good, Marty. I think I'm only putting out about 20 watts this evening. And yeah, it's really neat playing with the waterfall. This has several displays. It even has a 3D waterfall as well, and all kinds of display options. Yeah, it's a ton of fun. My very first brand new in the box with a warranty radio, and it's with the up-to-date technology. So I couldn't ask for more, Marty.
You'll really appreciate the filters too, because they're what do they call, brick wall filters. They've got very steep sides, and you can narrow them right down. And if you ever get into CW, Chuck, you can narrow it right down to 50 hertz or less without any ringing. So wonderful technology, and I know you've got lots to learn there. So well, thanks for the check-in. Back to you.
Okay, Marty, I won't hold it up, but thanks for doing the net, and have a great rest of the evening. Back to net control.
Okay, Chuck, thanks for that. All right, Mac, I guess Victor Alpha 3, India Mike Whiskey, you guys were a perfect double. Go ahead, Mac.
Well, you know how things go. There's no such thing as a perfect double because it's just not perfect. We should be lining up at the door in an orderly fashion. Anyways, thanks for doing this one, Marty. Not a whole lot to share. Just a real appreciation for the days getting longer. More daylight, the better. And it was nice to have the extra day to share with the family here. Actually, a very small family group right now, the empty nesters. But just managed to get a couple of errands run this afternoon. And the weather was nice enough. I actually popped the wheels off the truck and changed the rear brakes. And it's kind of satisfying to be able to do that for yourself. Anyways, other than that, looking forward to April. Of course, we need to get through March, but April we'll be doing the spring activation for the Hamilton POTA operators. So that's going to coincide with the Support Your Park Spring Weekend. More to come on that. It'll be the third weekend of April, and we'll firm up the location, destination, start times, finish times, and all the rest of that stuff. We'll keep you guys in the loop. Thanks again for doing this one. VA3IMW back to net control.
Always glad to have you on board there, Mac. So thanks for the information, and that's great. We'll look forward to that April information when it comes through. All right. Well, carry on, sir. Have yourself a good week, and let's hope this weather holds for a while. Anyway, Mac, it's nice to be driving in the light instead of the dark, and much appreciated when the snow recedes and you got clear pavement. Anyway, 73, Mac, good to hear you. We'll be clear with you and listening for further check-ins. VE3QEE standing by for calls.
Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango.
Victor Alpha 3, Bravo Tango. Good evening and thanks for the check-in. Over.
Hey, good evening, Marty, and everybody on frequency. Yeah, we're home today for Family Day. Back up to Barrie tomorrow, so I thought I'd give you a check-in for the evening. Other than that, not a whole lot, just a lot of relaxing. Took advantage of the 3 days off, so didn't do it too much. But anyways, yeah, we'll hand it back over to you there, Marty. VA3BT.
Hey, well, Albert, we're all off for Family Day except the postman. So he had to work. He's a federal employee, and so do check the mailbox before you go to bed tonight. There might be something there for you. Anyway, thanks for the call, Albert. Back to you.
Yeah, that's right. They did work today. We'll have to check it. All right, Marty, take care. 7-3, everyone. VA3VT.
Right, we're clear with Albert and listening for further check-ins. It's 7:55 p.m. Anyone, anywhere? Please call now. It's the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club Monday check-in net. Listening for further check-ins at 7:56 p.m. Local time. Hey, nothing heard at the moment. Just a reminder, 7.098 in the 40-meter band. Rick will be starting a net shortly. 7.098 in the 40-meter band. Listen for the fellas from Hamilton there. The net will go on for about an hour, and then they switch to 10 meters if you're local. 28.485. About 9:30 or so, and you'll find him there, just chatting, very informal. So Rick will be listening. In fact, I think I see some signals on there now, so you can probably get them. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody who checked in this evening, and especially the folks from checked in from far away, from California and from India. Very interesting, and from Florida. Ria's still down there after hamcation. Carol got home, and anyway, nice to hear from everybody. We hope to be back next week at the same time, same frequency. Until then, do have a good week. Stay well, and we'll hope the weather here holds. VE3QEE, Marty and Ancaster saying good night to all, and I'll be clear and off the air and returning the frequency to normal amateur use. 73 for now. VE3QEE clear.
That'll bring the stream to a close. We'll be back here tomorrow night for the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Don't know who the net controller is going to be. That will toss a coin, but that'll be 7 p.m. And we'll monitor 443.075, the VE3 ZOE repeater. 7-3s, one and all. That's how we say goodbye.